Yo, how's it going, everybody?
Nelson,
I'm
Tyler, how we doing? How we doing?
What's going?
good, man. I'm gonna go send some invites real quick. I'll be right back. Go ahead and get acquainted real quick. Tyler, this is Jake. Jake, that's Tyler.
Tyler, nice to meet you. How's
Nice
it
to meet
going?
you, Jake. Where you from?
I'm actually from the DMV in Maryland. A little bit of right in between, literally DC, Baltimore, and Maryland. So
Oh, that's what's up, man.
yeah, I'm actually down on the Chesapeake Bay today or this weekend for my grandfather's 70th.
Ooh, that's a good one to celebrate, man.
For sure, for sure.
70.
Yeah, man, excited to get back in with the community a bit. It's been a few months of development heavy, so kind of been out of the Twitter space loop. But I used to love. I guess back in January, February, March, those were pretty heavy months as far as marketing with us, and did a few Twitter spaces with Nelson. I've known Nelson since I guess back in January, probably a little bit before that actually. Even, but yeah, man. Pleasure to nice
I'm
to.
everywhere.
He is. He is. How's everybody else doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just got off a call a little bit ago. About to get some things planned out after this, but I'm super excited to hear a little bit more about your project, man.
My bad. My wife is like yelling at the kid in the background at the kids. I'll mute myself for a sec. My bad.
You're
I'll be right.
good.
I'm just gonna go share this on Telegram real fast, guys.
You're good, man. I want to do the same.
No worries. Yeah, I'm gonna post some couple invites out, and yeah, we'll get a couple more heads in here, and then break down a little bit about Cino and the developments that we've had over the last couple months. Super, super exciting.
Yeah, man. I'm super excited to hear.
All right, everyone. So I am back. Got some invites sent out, so we'll start seeing some people come in here and there. This one is recorded for people that are not going to be here right away, but I did want to start off by, of course, introducing myself. And we're going to do this a little more formally now that we're doing these AMAs again. So, of course, my name's Nelson. I live in Florida and transplanted across the country from Washington State, where I was a financial manager there and salesperson, since I was 19 years old, and also had a mortgage company as well that I was working with and all that. So had a little firm there as well, and then went full time crypto back in. It's been over 2 years now. So and while doing so, was traveling cross country with my family all the way here to Florida because we wanted to get the hell out of Washington. So now, a little over 2 years in, seen some bears, and I saw a wonderful 2021 that everybody, had a great time on. Yeah, so that's my little story here. I've done some project management and a lot of marketing stuff, a lot of promo things and stuff like that. I don't like to call myself an influencer. I just like crypto a lot, so that's why I'm here. So, Mr. Tyler, go ahead and introduce yourself for the people that are listening, please, and then we'll get to introducing Cino here, and then we'll move on.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. Yeah, so what's up, guys? My name's Tyler. 25 years old, originally from Illinois. I actually started trading. I'm in Florida too, actually, a little bit close to Nelson, not too far. But I started trading Forex like 6 years ago, and 2019 is when I really first started hearing about crypto quite a bit. And I started buying XRP on Coinbase, and I made a couple $100, and I was like, yo, this is pretty sweet. So from then on, I mean, that was kind of the start with crypto. I really dove in, utilized an educational platform, and I've kind of grown a team of I guess you could say entrepreneurs and just people that are like-minded inside the crypto space from educators, from all walks of life, all types of people. So it's been really awesome. I've really focused on like the education side and just providing value. And there's not a lot of accurate information out there on crypto, and I just want to provide information that can bring people's investing and trading to the next level. And Cino, man, I think you're up.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Tyler. Yes, guys, my name's Jacob. I'm the founder of Cino Games. We are a online gambling crypto casino with backed by the Cino token. I'll get into a little bit more about the Cino token, but my background, I'm 27, about to be 28 years old. My background is in electrical engineering. I've been working for the DoD and DARPA contracts for the last 10, 12 years. I kind of built my name, I guess, in that field for a while, and then found crypto, I guess, back in 2020, and really just saw the potential from the development perspective. So I probably only traded about a month or two, and immediately was like, all right, let me figure out how I can start networking and start building a team up. Because obviously, we all know there's no INT, so I would not be able to be able to get to this point where we are now by myself. So it's been a hell of a year since we launched Cino back in August. It started from a $3,000 market cap. We saw our all-time high at around 2.6 million. A lot of recorrection during the bear market, and we started when ETH was 2K. We rode with ETH all the way to 5K, and rode them back down to 800, and through that we've done immaculate development. I started this idea from a piece of paper, and maybe one other guy in the room who's actually not even with us anymore, but it just goes to show, the space that, if you put your hard work and dedication into it, you can really come across some beautiful things and networking and meeting awesome people. So thank you, Nelson, for, asking me about this AMA. And, I've been really focused on development with the company the last 3 months. So I haven't really been in Twitter spaces and spreading our name too much, but we got a lot of stuff to show. So happy to get back on track, and it's going to be I think it's going to be a good couple months for us. Our grand opening for our casino is estimated in the end of September, October. So thanks. I'll dive into some questions a little bit later, or a little bit more of a story on Cino. Finish off my introduction.
Yeah, man. Actually, pretty much the entire reason for this Spaces today is speaking to you and finding out what the heck is going on with Cino. Because it's been a long time since we've done Spaces with you, and I really wanted to give you the respect and time to be able to speak about the project as a whole, and just kind of give everybody an update on everything. Because obviously, I know with crypto, when things are like, when charts are not looking great, even though the whole rest of the market is looking exactly the same, people always assume the worst, And so, I just like to hear directly from the sources exactly what's going on, instead of, and everybody else as well, instead of having people like assume the worst of people, because I know that side of things, where people are like, oh yeah, you're doing this. And it's like, actually, here's the whole story,
Right.
Let's see what's happening,
Yeah, man, I'm happy to dive right in. I'm on my toes every day. I actually just yesterday made the first deposit with ETH. I actually did an ETH and BNB deposit into our casino. Went through nice and easy. I had played a few games, a few blackjack, some slots, played a little bit of baccarat, and withdrew, and everything went through nice and seamless. So right now, there's actually a test site up for the casino, which
I know, I was messing with it the other day, actually.
Yeah, so as we continue within the next month, right now there's only a few games that have been loaded up, but as the next month comes, next Monday I have a meeting to start going over all the back end stuff. So basically, that's going to be me choosing what games go front and center. Being able to see where people are logging in from, how much they're depositing, what games they're actually playing, so we can start running, direct marketing to consumer stuff. We can start running a whole bunch of different analytics to really, make sure we're capitalizing on all of our potential users. And then when it comes to the coin side, that's our biggest grab. When I sit down and think about our casino compared to the other stakes bringing in over $60 million a week. That's a lot of money. We got to figure out a way to why would somebody come gamble at Cino versus stake? And the biggest thing for us is that we have the $Cino token back behind us. That's going to be a reward system included within our casino. So you're going to have rakebacks, you're going to have daily rewards, there's tournaments, there's all types of, I can go on a list and go on for hours about the different stuff that's going to be in there, but to sum it up, you're going to be able to basically choose, if you want to claim your rakeback or your rewards in ETH, in Cino token, in BNB, in Bitcoin, and all these different currencies, which then will allow, if you're claiming that in ETH, when we go live with our casino, the second month after going live is when we're going to open up the doors for all of basically collection. So if Be the House is when that's going to launch our staking contract. We're going to start depositing 10% of GGR back into the token. And then what that's going to look like is anyone who's staked across our staking platform, which you'll have to own Cino token to stake, based on your amount of Cinos that you have staked, will be 10% of that GGR will be distributed amongst that pile. So I've already talked to plenty of lawyers. I've talked to my main development company who we're working with for the casino. The biggest thing was how do we make sure everything is justified and legal, and that's been the biggest thing for those last few months. So happy to share that we are licensed. You can go to the website. It's smack right there. It's at the bottom of the page. It's a beautiful thing. And honestly, this last year, I feel very, very blessed, but it's also, there's a lot of hurdles that I had to go through. So that's part of the story with Cino as well, man. It hasn't been a straight shot. We had, and a lot of things that have hit us. It's been a good, we were ready to purchase our casino back in January when ETH was at 5K, and then a couple weeks later, ETH took a plummet down to 2K. We're sitting here like, does it make sense to go drop 50K on a development of a product and cash out our money at where it's at right now? So long story short, we found other development companies to work with. It's all about networking and just, getting over your problems, your hurdles, and coming out on top at the end. So I'm really happy for where we've gotten so far. I'm happy to keep sharing with the community how we're growing, and I think at this point it's really just going to be a matter of capitalizing on getting our name out there. I mean, I see a lot of other projects launching, casino this, casino that, and they're chilling at $2 million market caps, but with no product, no license, none of these things. So it's just a matter of time. I have a few things lined up as far as marketing. They're very expensive, very, very expensive, especially once you start talking about marketing an actual casino, not just a coin. So working with Crowd Create, getting some of these Twitch influencers on board, some pretty serious names that we have access to. So it's at this point it's coming up with the funds. We have a lot of outside, I guess, crypto things going on as well for the company. Because at the end of the day, Cino Games is not just a coin; it's a casino, it's a business. So we have other revenue streams of people interested in equity for the company, shares. So there's a lot of development and revenue streams and avenues coming to play for Cino Games. So the coin is where it all started, and to keep it moving and keep growing is going to be important, and we will see that once this revenue stream from the casinos opens up.
I did want to say something real quick. I want to say, of course, that all sounds awesome, but your website does say it's under construction. So I will say that we can't see some stuff on there.
Yes. So yep. The CinoGames.io is going to be the official address of the casino. If you want to check out stuff about the token, it's CinoToken.io. I know there's a little bit of confusion going on right now, but CinoGames.io will be the official casino address. So if you actually go there right now, it will say yes, the casino is under development. Anyone who's interested in maybe testing out the demo, if you hop in our Telegram or send me a DM, happy to give you the credentials so that you can log in and play around and get some free euros or US dollars, whatever you want to play with, and try out some slots, try out some blackjack, and play around. So
Nice.
Hell
And
yeah.
then your ETH token appears to still have quite a bit of liquidity in it. Even with the market being down, and you guys have a BNB token too. So sorry,
yeah,
BZ, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I know you probably had a question. You've been patiently waiting, man. So I will let you go ahead, sir. Sorry.
No, that's all good, brother. I've actually been a long-term holder. I came mainly to support and to kind of back up this whole project. I was only interrupting there just to make it clear for anybody who doesn't understand or who isn't in the Telegram. Our Telegram is just t.me/Cino #games. If you get in there, it's any type of updates or any comments from the community. Everybody is very friendly in there. It's a great community. Also, it's said multiple times that our website is under construction. However, I think this might be a V2 or probably a V3, maybe even 4. Jake, I don't know if you could testify on that.
yeah. There's been several iterations of our website, but that's what you get when you start off a piece of paper.
Right.
We've come a long way for sure.
Yeah. And I stand by that. I would like to back that up. Once again, I've been around since last year. From our V2 launches, from this and that. It's a very great project. It's licensed. It's clean. It sets itself apart from many normal crypto companies, and it's something that if you read between the lines, if you read all the official documentation, it's beyond a comfy hold. That's all I really wanted to come on here and say. It's something I've been holding comfortably, and I'm ready to buy more. All our legalities and all our certifications are going through, and it's just a beautiful thing. So everybody in here, just join the Telegram. Go also retweet our live spaces right now so we can get a bigger crowd in here.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, BZ.
100%, man. I was just looking at that website too. I really like the design on it too. Did you do that yourself, Jake?
Which website are you looking at?
The cinotoken.io.
Oh, so are you talking about kind of like the wiregram in the back?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I actually found that piece of code on another website, and I was trying for hours to implement it.
It's
And
beautiful.
finally, I got one of my software devs took a crack at it, and he got it on there. So yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I've actually seen it on a lot of new high end websites too. So
I really like your guys' website. Actually, I will say that as far as professionalism, it looks really good, especially the fact that it's not just like a standard WordPress website,
right. Oh yeah, it's not built in WordPress at all. It was a bit complicated, but
No, I see
I
that.
mean,
Is that Java that's built on, or React?
no, it's built in React.
Okay.
Actually, the website we're probably going to do another iteration just on some of the verbiage because a little bit of the verbiage is off. But just adjusting to where we are as a company and what we have going forward. So really putting the emphasis on the be the house aspect and eventually loading and populating our staking UI there as well. So really excited for that. I don't know if you guys remember back before when we had our staking UI up, it was really clean. Everything was there for you. You could see the staking, what your percentage in the staking pool was. You could pretty much do the math and see what your rewards would be based off of any amount. So really excited to get that going again. And yeah, man, I think it's really just going to be a matter of getting our name out there. I mean, shit, I've been in this space for not too long, but pretty heavy as a developer. I'm part of a couple other projects. This is my baby, but learning the nature of how people respond and react. We just got to get our name out there at this point, and get that marketing tunnel running. It's, you know, as much as you can focus on development and get the thing out there, if you don't have people using your product, you know, that's kind of where you fumble the bag. So you can't do everything at once. So it's a lot going on, a lot of plates to keep spinning, I guess you could say. But we're feeling really confident as a company overall. You know, being able to bring in multiple revenue streams is super important, especially as a crypto company. Not relying on the market, not relying on transaction volume, because at the end of the day, if we get no more holders, that's fine. Our market cap will continue to increase and actually increase at a more of a significant rate because money is going to be essentially dumped into the project based off of the results of the casino. So,
Absolutely. I mean, and going back to your website here, I'm looking at the white paper. Is this white paper still accurate as far as all the information in here? Because I know things do change sometimes over time.
yeah, as far as the token, that white paper focuses heavy on the token.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that white paper definitely still matches the token. If you want to find out more information about the business of the casino itself, I do
Mm-hmm.
have a 16-page community business plan that kind of emphasizes what we're doing in the background, what kind of license we have, what kind of games we have, how money is essentially moving. Um, yeah, so that's in our Telegram. You can find that posted. Yeah, we're very transparent. You know, Nelson knows that. As far as, you know, wanting to give the information to you guys, that's been my main goal from day one. Maybe not be in VCs every day anymore, or, you know, in the Telegram nonstop anymore, but it's because I'm moving parts in the background, and it's come to fruition. I mean, in under a year, we have a license, we have a casino, we have a lot of things in front of us, and we don't have that $2 million market cap anymore. So be able to achieve that under the circumstances is, you know, it's pretty exciting.
Yep. So I pinned up a couple of your guys' tweets, one of which being, the one that has the information you guys posted the other day about liking to gamble in the crypto and everything. And then the other one, of course, has a link to your guys' Telegram too. So that way everybody can see that information up there. That's awesome. Like, you guys' project has been really interesting to me ever since the very first time you come in here and you told us about it. And so I'm really glad to see that you guys are still keeping on going, even though the market is so bare. And so it just makes me happy. I did have a question about the two separate. Are they separate tokens, or are your tokens bridged from ETH to BNB?
Yeah, so we do have a bridge up. Bridge is up and running.
Okay.
It is too. And yeah, we do have BNB and ERC20 token. I think there's about, like, they're both chilling at around 150, maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure, around 150K market cap.
Perfect.
Both have decent amount of liquidity in there. Wish we had more, but, you know, we deal with the market as it comes. And like I said, my biggest thing, and that I guess what's going to keep our coin alive, is that we're not relying on the market anymore. We actually have a product at this point, so there's no. My biggest thing when I first got into crypto and started developing was not, I don't want to make a coin that's just printing taxes so I can just make money as people are trading it. You can do that as all day long. But what purpose are you actually serving? What's the longevity behind it? Because as soon as the market crashes, it goes from $200 million in circulation on Uniswap to $8 million in circulation on Uniswap. You really have nothing going for you. So
no, I definitely agree with you there. It's unless there's an actual utility use case, actual something to build value in a project. It's really, even though something is popular or whatever, it still is very low shelf life, in my personal opinion. I mean, like on BNB, there's a ton of new projects that launch on a daily basis. And it's a total gamble whether or not you get into one that's actually going to deliver on their promises and whether or not they're actually going to do what they say they're going to do and all that stuff. Like there's one that launched recently called Squid Grow, which, I
Yep.
mean, that one did really well. Went all the way up to a $51 million market cap, starting at almost nothing,
Yep.
and it did awesome. But, I knew that their shelf life was limited. So, I mean, I
Yep.
got out with my profits semi-early. Some of my buddies got mad at me, but I was like, hey, it's my money. I invested. I'm pulling it out. That's my profit because I don't see a long life on this currently because there's no actual utility of it other than the staking,
Yep. Yeah, and
And
that's kind of the problem with adoption that I see is,
yeah.
how are we going to get mass adoption? You can grab somebody for a week and then, they're making money for a week, but then the next week they're absolutely just getting dumped on because a lot of these projects, like you said, don't have longevity, don't have sustainability. They make their calls in the beginning, and if you didn't catch it on the first day or two, the chances of making any money you're going to lose money at that point. Especially a lot of these tax coins, and it's just they're all money grabs at the end of the day. So I've always, Nelson, you know me, Cino's my day one baby. I'm part of a co-founder of a couple other projects that have actual utility to them, focused on utilizing the blockchain and leveraging the blockchain as opposed to abusing it. So I'm excited to see this next bull run. I'll tell you that much. I'm ready. I'm ready to capitalize this time.
100%, man. No, I'm also like super surprised that you're one of the sorry about the kids screaming. You're one of the only projects that I know of that it calls himself casino token that actually has the necessary licenses set up. Like, how hard was it to do that?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a lot of bullshit those last 4 months. Like, you pay the money up front, and you start. Everything sounds good. Do this. We need these documents, and then you start to send in your documents, and you start to send in this. Then you got to go get your own background check. Then you got to, have a proper resume. You got to have a proper business plan. You got to have a proper marketing plan. You got to show source of funds. You got to show. If I show you my email thread, so I'm working with 3 different departments right now: the corporate department, a payment solutions department, and then the design department, the actual building of the casino. So all the corporate handles all the licensing, the legal, my documentation, my paperwork. I have a thread of over 153 messages just between us in the last 2 months because constantly sending things need to get reiterated. Like and I'm I'm an electrical engineer. I work with cable. I build crazy shit for the government, but I'm not a documentation person. I'm not, so I've learned tremendous amount, a lot of outreach, a lot of help, but at the end of the day, I have to put the pen to paper and produce these documents. So, it's come a long way, man. And it's truly, even if this, didn't make a single dollar off of this, the experience is what it's really taken me further. So.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. I agree with Nelson. The website's cool. I like that the little back grid. I had a chance, to scroll through here while I was listening to you guys talk. But my question to you, Jake, is what is the one thing you're most excited about? Is there like one specific thing, or is there?
Yeah, well, I'm not. They always say like turn your demise or whatever into something that's going to be better for you. I would be lying if I sit here and told you I'm not a degenerate gambler. I love to gamble, and to be able to turn that into take something that is essentially I'm not going to sit here and joke with you guys like gambling is a positive thing. It's in some religions even it's frowned upon. So being able to take something that beat me down a couple times and took my money out of my pockets and be able to utilize leverage it on the blockchain and create something and then be able to put money in the pockets of the people by being in the house. I can't wait until the staking platform is up when fucking people are just we're profiting 300K and I'm loading up 30
Yep.
bands into the casino
Yep.
into our token real quick and people are just like, oh shit, I just made 5 bands.
I second that. If I might chip in right here, I'm right behind Jake on that. First and foremost, everything is officialized and licensed. right? So that,
Yep.
like, just to remind everyone in here,
I'm
that puts
licensed
us
to
that
operate a
puts us
gambling
already
casino.
on a different platform that officializes us in a way that many cryptocurrencies are not officialized. And then to follow that up, I had the luck, I had the blessing of being an early supporter in this, and I'm not just pumping my bag, but I'm really behind the fact that 10% GGR, which you can try to consider that the day of launch, or you can consider that the end of month, or you can zoom out and realize, the reality of this project, right? When we get to millions of people, not even millions of people, but hundreds of thousands of dollars coming into our casino every month, right? And I'm saying our because that's the type of project it is.
Yep.
When you stake and everything is set up, you don't have to worry about anything. Let me tell you what, I'll put more money than I have in a casino holding rather than a savings account, especially with the market that we're all living in right now.
I want to make just one quick point, and this is pretty hard written in my business plan. This is how I preach investors, and we've had a couple serious, outside of crypto investors, hard money investors that are looking for equity in the actual company. Um, and here's my market investigation and calculation, and what I've come up with. Stake. Everyone knows who Stake is in the gambling realm.
Take it.
They make, on average, $60 million a week. That's $240K a month. If we can tap into 1% of their market, 1%,
Yep.
that's $6 million a week, $24 million a month. You can do the math on the year.
Yep. And that's lowballing, right?
That's lowballing. That's 1% of their market. That's a $2.5 billion company that we're talking about. I mean, they're 4 years old. So it's obtainable. It's obtainable, and if it's drawn out properly and the marketing is executed and these things are lined up, if you're licensed, if you're, these things have to be there. And not too many people know this, but you can do your research and see who's developing our casino, and you can go and you can see who's developed Stake, and you can see where Stake is licensed. You can see where I'm licensed. You can see what games are in Stake's casino. As far as game providers, you can see which game providers are in my casino. And when I tell you things line up pair to pair, I couldn't have been placed in better hands when it comes to a development company. It is the development company. So I am super excited. It's just a lot of anxiety and moving parts, man. I would be lying to you if I said I'm not like an on edge person, because there's a lot going on. I mean, I got to keep the plate spinning everywhere, but definitely most excited about getting the staking platform drawn out for you guys, and just getting, like, once the casino's operating, dropping bread in that thing, man. It's going to be amazing. Honestly, it gives me goosebumps thinking about it sometimes. But
That's awesome, man.
good question.
That's awesome, dude. AZ, did you have a question, man? I saw you you requested to speak.
Yeah, give me just a second. I'm driving. I'm about to
Oh,
park.
you're good, man. I'll ask a question real quick while you got that going on. So Jake, I was looking at your business plan, and then kind of looking over at the white paper as well at the same time. So the Cino stakeholders, the ones that are going to be providing to the LP on there, holding the tokens as well. It shows on here on the white paper they're going to get 70% of the gross operating profits from the casino. Now, is that the Metaverse casino that is mentioned before, or is that your online game, or which?
Yeah, so that's kind of tying deeper into the metaverse. So,
Okay.
as I guess there are some small little things that need to be changed to that white paper. That's kind of talking to once we get into the metaverse casino brewing. So right now it's going to be on Web 2, and once that's proven throughout this next year, and the metaverse starts to get a little bit more jump. We already have, actually. Let me not go too far into that, but yes, we're eventually going to be stepping into the metaverse and providing roles for you guys. So you want if you guys there's going to be a whole avatar system. You guys can be able to choose if you want to be a dealer, a bartender, these different type of roles. And if you're actually working in the casino at these prospective tables, you're going to be able to bring your Cino balance. Say if you're a dealer at a blackjack table, and you can play now with that Cino balance against the people at the table.
That's
And
sweet.
that's when
That's
you're
super
called
sweet.
being the house. That's why
Yeah,
you
so
have the
that's going
hashtag
to
be
get
the
your
house. All right.
amplified GGR up to 70%.
Nice. Okay. And
Yeah,
GGR would be gross games revenue. Is that correct?
gross generated revenue. Yep.
Gross generate. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. That's awesome, man.
So
Yeah.
you said there was a code where you could actually test it out, or a couple games. You said, correct?
Yeah. So if
Now
you
is that
hop in,
available to everybody?
yep. It's I just basically need to just give you the username and password, and then you can definitely.
I would highly recommend that you join the Telegram if you're really concerned about and not you personally, Nelson, but in the TG we put it in there repeatedly. We're very open about testing it out, and everybody can come check it out, man.
Yeah.
But
So
Jake, if you want to give it out during the spaces, bro, you're more than welcome.
yeah, let me see if I can post a
Yeah.
tweet.
Exactly. I was going to say if you tweet it, then we can just share it on top. If you know how to do that.
Yep.
Go ahead, A's.
All right. Couple questions. So, what does the be the house mean? I mean, are you hosting? Is the user hosting their own games, and
So
casinos taking a cut, or what does that mean?
no. So all of our games are provided by AAA gaming companies. Evolution, Pragmatic. These are the top online gaming companies in the nation. So basically, what it looks like to be the house is you purchase Cino token, which is available on the market now, and we'll be releasing our staking contract, which holders can then drop their Cino tokens into the staking contract, and based on your percentage hold of the liquidity pool. For example,
All right.
if there's you got it.
Yeah.
So we'll be dropping.
Okay, you're an investor. You're getting a portion of it. That's
Right.
okay. Okay.
So by holding the token and staking it, you will be receiving GGR based off of your holding in that pool.
Okay, and you said you're using Evolution. I played some other online casino games.
Evolution is one of our major game providers for all of our live gaming. Evolution does pretty much strictly live. They have some slots and stuff, but they do pretty much strictly live gaming. And yeah, we have Evolution on there. We also have there's probably 50 different game providers that we have, but to name the top, 5: Evolution, Pragmatic, No Limit, Ubi's. If you check out the business plan, there's actually I list all of them in the business plan for the community, so you guys can take a look.
All right, yeah, I have fun with Evolution and the live dealers. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, super stoked to be able to have them in our casino.
Yo, Az, just to back you up as a investor personally in this project, like I said earlier, I was lucky to be able to get in a little while ago, so I have billions of tokens, but I'm not pumping my bag. But I would just like to tell you, this project, once again, it's been so officialized. It's gone through documentations and licenses, right? And upon owning and therefore staking the tokens you have, it puts you in a position where everybody wants passive income these days, right? So if you could see yourself and be like, hey, I'm a 10% holder in anything that this casino generates monthly, right? That's something that really set me apart as far as a holder. I've been holding for so long just because this moment is so close. We can finally taste it. And, I'm just kind of emphasizing and backing up on it. This is a very comfy hold. I've been holding since last year. And I've been in the Telegram. The communication is there. The vibes are there. It's a great community. And then the documentation and the certification is what really, really holds it down.
Somebody just asked if taxes are on or off in our chat. I just went ahead and posted that tweet. Let me see if I can share it up top.
Do you know how to do that? Or you want me
All
to
right.
do it?
If you can do it, it's been a while since I've been on Twitter Spaces.
That's all good, man. I'll take care of it.
Can we if you get a chance, Jake, maybe from the main page, if we
Yeah,
could tweet out again something with our Telegram link and
yeah, for sure.
our latest graphic, and then maybe
Actually, the
Nelson
Telegram link is right there in the middle. One of those that, but made sure to put that up there on there.
Okay, yeah, I see it there. Cool,
Yep.
cool.
So
How is the revenue and profits paid out? Is that with Cino tokens or is that with
So
stable?
with the within the staking platform itself, so that 10% GGR, that's going to be paid. We're going to go in, manually purchase liquidity and distribute it. So that'll be distributed through the Cino token. As far as your rewards in the casino for operating in the casino, you'll be able to choose your rewards in Cino token, in ETH, in BNB, Bitcoin, Litecoin, your choice of 15, 30 different currencies.
And
Oh wow.
as
You can
far as
also
getting money
gamble
into it,
with any of those as well. You can also bring BNB, you can bring Bitcoin, you can bring Litecoin, you can bring Dogecoin, you can bring all these, pretty much the top 15 to 30 currencies. And if there's a currency that you guys in the community want to see in there, for instance, like the Cino token, if you want to go and gamble with your Cino token, which we will be implementing, it's a little bit costly, but I want to get the things rolling with the ETH and the BNB and get that all squared away before we have limited people using the Cino token. No sense of paying for that yet, but
Now I heard you say GGR. What is GGR?
GGR is gross generated revenue.
Okay.
I asked the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard you ask it, but I missed the answer.
Oh,
Hey,
that's okay.
when I found out what GGR meant, oh boy, that set me apart, man. Everything that Cino's bringing in
Yeah, so
every
basically
month.
it's the sum of all money generated by a business without taking into account the total or what will be used for expenses. So basically it's our profits that we bring in. It's our total bets played minus the total bets paid out, and that's going to be our GGR.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
basically, I have it kind of the way I've drawn the numbers up is basically, at the end of every month, based off of our GGR, this is how money is spread: 10% to the coin, 60% to marketing, 30% back to the business to keep it stable, 10% to pay for actual costs to run the thing. So.
Right.
In short term, that's how it's distributed, but it gets a little bit more technical as far as what's involved in those percentages. So, but yeah, we have a little over. I have over 60% going to marketing for this thing. So we're bringing in $5 million. You better believe $2 million is going out for marketing, and it's proven. I mean, you look at right now what Stake is doing. I mean, they got Drake, they have Aiden Ross, they have Trainwreck, they have every single top influencer, sports teams, F1 teams on their ass, and they're doing 60 to 240 mil for a reason. So, like I said, my goal is to capture 1% of that market in this next year. So,
Do you think you'll have any issues with those major celebrities with the fact that it's mostly just crypto, or what do you
well,
think?
actually, our casino is not just crypto. You can, and the countries that we do allow, we have payment solutions set up for over 85 countries, including them to use their banking, their currency, their local currency. So the Canadian dollar, the yen, the Brazilian, all these. We have, like I said earlier, I think I mentioned that I'm working with 3 different departments: the corporate, design, and payment solutions. So payment solutions are very important, obviously. So beyond crypto, yeah, people will be able to use their actual currency in the respective
Wow,
country.
that's awesome, man. That's
But our
actually really cool.
yeah. I think the biggest approach for us is going to be, monetizing these lower level influencers, even like up and coming artists, people that we may be able to have a easier approach in grassroots. It's not like I can go up to young money and be like, hey, you guys want to sponsor? It's not just going to happen like that. So there's a lot of I actually have a couple contacts in some of these lower level, almost pro football teams, and a couple music art people in the music scene, producers and stuff of that nature. So trying to build it up small, at least, you got to, and same thing with investing. You can't just go out and score a $2 million investor. You got to score that 50K. You got to score that 200K. You got to have the numbers to prove, Now it's more reasonable. I can go say, yeah, this is how much money Cino has made in revenue. This is how much we've paid out. And this is what we were able to do in this last year. We have grabbed over 1,000 folders. We made, a couple $100,000 in revenue. We paid marketing out. We've purchased, multiple licenses in casino. We've utilized that money that we've brought in. So being able to show that, prove that, and elevate it is the name of the game.
Absolutely. And those that haven't seen it yet, I just pinned up the business plan. I put a bit.ly link up there so that you guys can open the PDF, whether it's on your phones or your computer, so you can take a look at what the business plan shows. That is on their Telegram as well. Tyler, if you want to take over for 1 second, I'll be right back. I got to go deal with some dad issues for a sec.
Yeah, go be a dad, bro. Go be a dad. But that's awesome, man. Honestly, that's super cool to hear. There's a lot of things happening, like you said, and to keep up with all of them is sometimes a lot, bro. But honestly, like to hear about all this, it honestly gets me excited. I just had one of my buddies. He was kind of asking me. He was messaging me a couple questions, and he was like, "Yo, bro, I just bought 500 of it." So
man, I saw that. I just saw a buy come in. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for spreading the word. Yeah, man. If everybody's got any questions,
you, man.
Tell them to hop in. I'm happy to. I mean, anyone in this community will tell you. I mean, I made people a lot of money in the beginning just off of trading, and yeah, that was cool. People coming and telling me, dude, I made 5 figures, 6 figures almost. And yeah, it was. I mean, 1 billion was worth almost 6 figures at one point. And yeah, that's cool and all, but not everybody's winning at the end of the day. So I'm happy to be able to create this product that down the road, our actual casinos here. So now it's implementing the staking shit. Everyone's going to be winning. It's not a matter. You're going to be the house. So it's not like you're relying on someone else to come buy into the project. It's going to be more about, spreading the word. We're not going to be needing to market the token. It's going to be marketing the casino, and people are going to naturally want to own this token because it's generating money.
Yeah, bro. And honestly, like I said, even you just talking about it, when I asked what you were most excited for, and you said the staking, you actually got me excited about it too. I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have to click on Uniswap or PancakeSwap after this.
The staking definitely is very exciting because it's one for the CEO to be excited about the staking, but
right.
It's that's the opportunity for all of us to literally get paid. That's where a lot of us are gonna accumulate the most coins, is in staking what we have in the casino.
And that's
You're literally a partial owner. With the moment that our staking is officially live and our casino is open, you're gonna become a partial owner of Cino. It's that straightforward and that clean.
Yeah, I mean, and it's really, I'm going back and thinking about things, the development of the project itself. Back in January, we had, 1,000 people listening to me tell them what's going to be. Now it's here. So it's like we hit that too. We even had a staking contract where I allowed people to stake, and based off of our volume that we were doing, I was giving them a percentage of the transaction volume. And just to give them a taste of what it even looks like to sit back, own a bag, and earn some passive rewards. We had a couple guys making $300 a week just from our little bit of volume that we had. It wasn't even our, when we were doing like 1 or even 500K volume. We were doing a couple 100K in volume, and people were still making good rewards. So
honestly, bro,
just a little bit. it's only the beginning, y'all. It's only the beginning. It's beautiful.
Yeah, man, and even $300 a week is life changing for the average person. So even to be able to do that for some people, bro, I think that's super incredible. What do you think is one of the biggest struggles so far you had since the beginning of the project?
Um, that's a good question. I could probably give you a decent little list, but
I'm sure. I'm
honestly,
sure.
uh, I think honestly, I mean, I could try to pinpoint like something, but it's as much of it's all have been, you know, somewhat of a struggle here, somewhat of a struggle there, you know, keeping the community pleased, keeping them updated, you know, keeping you know, your team happy, you know, trying to. I've learned a lot of lessons, I would say, and honestly, I think that's the biggest, that's the hardest thing for me, is learning all of these lessons, because you know, I've worked in electrical engineering for over 10 years. Like, I've essentially left from something that I'm a perfectionist at
Yeah.
to step into this realm of unknown. And when I tell you the realm of unknown, man, I have not even, like, I haven't even begin to tell you. I didn't know what crypto was 2 years ago. So to be able to hop in, find out what crypto is, find out how to develop it, find out how to, then you, it's not just crypto. Now you're stepping into a startup company, because we are a legit company. There's the SEC
Yep.
stuff, there's lawyers, there's licenses, there's all this shit. That's when I first thought, I was like, yeah, we're just going to start a casino. We're good to go. If I didn't
thought.
dox myself off from day one, then maybe we could have a casino a little bit sooner. But you know, stick tried and true, man. We're sticking to the plan, and you know, the biggest thing is just taking these lessons and finding, you know, all these things that go wrong, and coming out on top. I think that's kind of been, that kind of sounds like the best thing for me, but it's been a little rough, man. I wake up sometimes, I'm frustrated, you know, I got to rely on myself a lot of the time, but you know, it's great. I have a great team that's been, a great core team, I should say. You know, good core team of 4 guys. We had up to 14 people at one point. A lot of them were, you know, additional, like, part-time artists and extra software help, and game designers. But we found, I have this development company that's building out all the games. We have the, you know, pragmatic software, these top-notch game providers. So a lot of people weren't necessary, and you know, when you're not, you know, making rent, generating money every single day, putting money in their pockets, it's, you know, you start to lose people, and you know.
I'm right behind you on that, Jake. One thing I could definitely say as far as the community and the team, um, at the beginning, yeah, you know, a lot of people just wanted it to be a certain way. You know, like you said, Jake, you kind of didn't know what you was getting into in the beginning, but I love personally the way that the team has bossed up, straightened up, and got their licensing in order. All the documentation is there. You know, stuff like that is what it sets it all apart.
100%, 100%. And hats off to my team. Like, oh my God, as much as I execute and I'm in charge of, you know, making sure shit gets done, a lot of the stuff that you see, a lot of the pretty stuff, you know, pictures, and a lot of the design, a lot, you know, the website. I didn't build that website out. I didn't, you know, produce those images or that artwork. You know, I give it up to my team. Even as deep as the contract goes, you know, our staking contract, I have some influence on it, or I have influence on it, but I'm not, you know, cracking the scenes, spending 10 hours to make sure it's perfect behind the scenes. I got Richie for that. You know, I got Hunter to help do these design things. So you guys know the team. These guys have been here with me since day one. So hats off to those guys. Even Nelson has been a good forefront for just being in the community, being involved. That's what crypto is all about. I mean, you look at these coins who have no utility. It's their community that keeps them living. So we know what's going on here. We're gonna tap in. We just, you know, you gotta one step at a time. You know, now that we have this great development coming together, it's, you know, there's no more preaching this message that, oh, it sounds so too good to be true. You know how many times I've heard that? When oh, you guys are gonna have a casino and give us that? Yeah, we'll come back a year later. We're licensed. We have a full product. You can it's a beautiful thing, man. So I'm really happy.
What
Yeah,
what I've noticed. Sorry to just jump in again, but
you're good. You're good.
it's one of those things that it's almost sounding too good to be true, right? When you buy enough tokens and you decide on staking, which is the smartest move to do. When you do that and you understand the the potential that you're going to be gaining every month, that's why I'm jumping in here just to reiterate, just to back it up, because I'm not gaining anything from speaking on what I'm speaking. I'm just one of those happy investors, comfortable hold.
Yeah.
And I want to just make sure everybody else in here, whether they're able to speak or not, really understands that, and they should jump into Telegram, go to our website, keep up with the latest updates, because this will be one of your top passive income projects, a crypto token that pays you, right?
Yeah, and we already
That's
have. I mean,
that's
we've
that's all I'm
done
iterating.
we've done about 200x from our launch when we first. I mean, granted, God is good, but
That's
whew,
incredible.
that is. I mean, you just don't see that every. And like I said, I didn't even know when just to see these numbers go. I mean, yeah, you want to keep marketing, keep your focus, keep your pressure on the coin, but I came to realize it's like this is going to end at some point. It's not like money's just going to keep coming in. This is we got to really leverage this and realize what we're doing. And at the top of a bull run, all things sound good. Everything's great. It's how you respond when you get shot in the foot. Your money's down a third, 2/3 of what you had, just because of
Yep.
market volatility. You really have to dig deep and figure out. I think this this bear market really weeded out a lot of folks and a lot of developers too. I mean, it's
I definitely agree with that, bro.
but
I definitely agree with that. And honestly, man, it's really awesome to hear like the transparency that you share, the struggles and the adversities that you had because honestly it all comes back down to leadership, bro. I'm really big on leadership and mindset and education. Because that's really where it all
absolutely.
begins. But I think it really comes back down to the leadership, bro. And I think you got yourself and your team, and I think you guys have a really good team of leaders under your belt, and I think that's super important because at the end of the day, everything kind of relies on leadership. So
Yes, it does.
that's super awesome. And like I said, I like to hear the transparency. I like to hear the struggles, the adversities, because to hear what you persevere through and kind of overcome, man, is really awesome. And I actually kind of reminded me of a project that I was super bullish on that I really liked the idea of. I never invested in it, but it was Gambling Apes. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it was kind of a casino thing. Originally, it was an NFT, and they were going to sell the NFT to fund the casino in the metaverse, and some things fell through. But I always loved the concept of it. So to see something, close, and like I said, obviously Nelson, and I just met Nelson not too long ago. Actually, we met up at a crypto meetup, and
Nice.
we were like, "Yo, bro, we should do something together." And so we kind of started doing these crypto spaces, but it's really awesome, bro, to see you guys kind of pull this project together and be in proximity to the project.
Yeah, man. I mean, anyone that knows me in real life, and I go to NFT NYC, Midwest. I've been going to live events now, but even some of the guys that know me from high school or college or just growing up, everyone knows that as soon as I get my hands on something, it's game over. Like I, I like to get into things, and then I like to take it a step further. That's what I like. Just like a couple of my friends, they were like, "Yeah, you got into crypto, started trading crypto." He's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make my own coin." He started gambling in the casino. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make my own casino." Started getting into cars. Like, "Fuck it, I'm making my own car." So yeah, that's just always been my personality. Just drive through. I mean, I like to work hard. And I like to produce. So I was like I said earlier, as much as I can credit my leadership or being able to educate some people and get them into the space. My team has been there holding me down, and my days when my temper's out of control and I'm freaking out. I have my team who can sit there and talk to me like an average person. They don't like a peer, like a brother or sister even. There's girls on our team too, and tell me, hey man, look, you're not acting yourself right now. Let's calm down. Let's figure out what's going on. Like you said, being transparent with everyone, it's the biggest thing to me too. So like I think this space gives us a lot of freedom to work with different people and different personalities, and to be able to work with them outside of an office setting, outside of the super professionalism is truly a blessing for all of us, and we all should be really utilizing it. Just like you said, you Nelson met up and you're like, hey, let's do something together. You'd be surprised how much power you can have with another person, just putting your minds together, forming ideas, and actually just going through with it. A lot of people create these ideas and have these beautiful things, like they say. It's just they get stuck and get caught up or get put down about it and don't push through. So I encourage everyone to push through with your ideas, push through with your dreams, because they will come true, man. It's just hard work and perseverance, and it will happen.
That's really awesome, man. That's really awesome. There's a quote I really like. It says, if you want to go far, or if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, bring a team.
There you go.
And that's super,
Hell
super
yeah.
important, bro, to have a really good backing team. And, like I said, the transparency is really, really important, especially from an outsider view, someone who doesn't know too much about the project. When you hear stuff like that, it makes you like, okay, well, they're not scared to tell me what's wrong. And, so I don't have anything to fear. The trust and the relationship built between there, I think, is really important too. So that's awesome to hear the transparency, man.
Hell yeah, Tyler.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come in here. I know it's been almost a little over an hour now, and I don't like to go over 60 minutes on these just because I feel like people's attention spans are a lot shorter than that.
Perfect.
And
I've been pacing around the parking lot because
yeah,
I pulled up to dinner right when the call started. I was like, oh, I'll see you guys in a little bit, but no, I'm more than happy, man. You guys got my energy up, even if there's only 12 of us in this room right now. It's good, just to be able to talk, and it's recorded, so I know other people are going to hear it. Guys,
exactly.
it's all about community. So thanks, Nelson, for giving me the time, giving me the stage for the hour, and thank you guys for showing up. It's been a great Friday evening.
Absolutely, man. I'm going to go ahead and download the audio here. I'm going to post it up on YouTube as well, too, so that you guys can have a link. We did say in our announcement that we were going to be giving away $100 worth of Cino token tonight. So, me personally, I think that the winners should be the two people that asked questions. You know what I mean? They're here, they asked questions, they contributed, but that's just me personally. What do you guys think?
I agree. I would say so too.
Yeah. So
I think that was AZ Wild with a good bit of questioning, and
yeah.
we had someone else, I believe.
There was.
I actually had another question too, but I can hop into your Telegram and ask that.
What's up, man? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So since it's a casino, obviously you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, right?
Right.
With the profit sharing, the GGR, what happens on a down week if the casino loses money? So someone comes in with a hot hand and cleans house.
Right. So
how does that play out?
So the way that the GGR is calculated, it's basically on a monthly basis. Every month we take our GGR, our profits from that month, and we distribute them. So chances that someone comes in and cleans house, yes, can happen, probably may happen, but that we're able to recycle it by the end of the month. Basically, if we're not positive on the month, we're not going to be pumping out rewards for GGR. That's only going to come when the casino is positive, but I'll lead you to the research if you'd like. I can show you some numbers as far as like how the house. I can just show you some of these numbers that are actually coming through, and I'll be actually going to probably be pretty transparent about all this stuff because, like I said, we have this back end where I'm running full analytics 24/7, seeing where people are logging in from, what they're depositing, how much they're depositing, what's being won. You guys can even see it at the bottom of the casino. If you go there now, it says last winner, biggest win. You might even see my name pop up there because I was playing around it. But yeah, it's a good question. It's kind of a question that I can't really answer.
Uh-oh.
Well, Jake, you got muted on accident. I think somebody hit mute everyone on accident.
Yeah, I think that was me. My bad.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, but basically, I was saying I'm not sure where you guys lost me. Yeah, all I can really do is put in things for when we're not positive, and that's why every profiting round, 30% automatically goes back to the casino just to make sure. Hey, we do have a non-profiting month. We still have enough funds to get marketing out, pay people, and do these certain things. So.
All right, thank
Well,
you.
awesome, man. Well, AZ, go ahead and jump into their Telegram and send Mr. Jake there a DM because you won the $50, and then so did Mr. Beasy. I just put a note into your guys' Telegram as well for him to reach out to you guys as well because I'm not sure what his TG is.
Yeah, I got him. He's a good guy. He's been one of our day one OGs, so he's always in the chat. He's Don the Hammer in the chat. He's our
Awesome.
band hammer.
Oh, I see him in there.
Yeah.
Don Chuana.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Don't you wanna?
Oh,
So
okay. Now I
awesome.
actually
Yeah.
get the name too after I said it, so that makes sense too.
Oh
Awesome,
man. All right, AZ.
cool, guys.
Yeah. So hop in, send me a DM. I'll probably get you taken care of, if not tomorrow, by Sunday, Monday. I'm out of the water. I have my computer, but I do need to get to the deployer wallet, which is not on my computer. All dead.
That's smart.
Never
That's smart.
never put your deployer wallet on your computer. So when I get back, I also have to send somebody else some money from our poker night that they won. So got you guys.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for coming out here, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Thank you. Hey, real quick, shout out to Charles down there. Thanks for popping us in for. That's one of my high school homies.
Nice.
He's a Cino holder as well. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Give him a follow.
Well,
Send him some crypto stuff. He's always interested in learning. So thanks,
awesome.
Charles.
I'll follow him back. He looks like he just followed me. So thank you for the follow, Charles, and I appreciate that. And guys, quick announcement here for this coming Monday, we'll have Meta Ops in here. Their play to earn crypto game on Solana. So don't miss that one. And until then, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bang bang, Cino Games.